Hi guys, I'm Maggie and this is Yoga for Artists. For today's practice, we're going to be doing a little bit of work with the wall. So if you're not already there, take a moment to set yourself up somewhere where you have a little bit of wall space and we'll get started. We'll begin in a kneeling position with our hands at our heart center. If kneeling doesn't work for you, you can always find a nice, comfortable seat. We'll just start by inviting a little bit of movement into the neck, carving the nose up towards the ceiling, looking up, and then bringing the chin down towards the chest, opening across the back of the neck. Again, gently looking up and down. Bring your chin to parallel with the floor. Bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. Lift up and to the other side. Good. Once more to each side, taking that ear to the right, up and to the left. Good. Bring yourself back to parallel. Keep that chin parallel and just look out over the right shoulder. And then turn to face the left. Good. Back to the right and to the left. Come back to center and we'll start to just make circles into the neck. Only bring the head back as far as what feels comfortable. If there's any pain or it feels a little bit unstable, you've gone too far. And then reverse those circles. Good. Find your center here. Bring the shoulders up into the ears, squeeze them back together, let them relax down and apart, and repeat 2 times, rolling out the shoulders. And then in the reverse direction, rolling them forward. Good. Go ahead and bring your arms out in front of you. Bend the elbows, make fists, tuck your tailbone under, round the body forward. Good. Then you're going to open up, tilting the pelvis forward, opening the heart, sending the elbows back behind you. Good. And then add the breath. Exhale as you tuck and round everything. Good. Inhale, open up wide across the chest. Again, tucking and rounding. And opening up wide. This time, spread the arms, big angel wings, and bring them all the way down. Good. Let your left fingertips drift towards the floor, or they can rest on your thigh. Take the other arm and reach up and over, bending to your left. Good. Moving right to the other side, taking that right arm down, extending the left arm up and over. Good. Bring yourself through center. Send the hands towards the back of your mat and then lift the arms way, way up. Good. And then melt yourself down towards the floor, finding a child's pose. Good. From here, come up. Go ahead and tuck your toes back, sitting back onto the heels, stretching across the backs of the feet here. If this is too much, you can always bring your weight up a little bit. Good. Go ahead and release, tapping into the backs of the feet. Stretch the legs out if you need to from being kneeling for a little bit. And then we're going to come right up to the wall. So if you can't be on your knees, you can take a chair and just place it so that your knees can be flush with the wall. If not, you're going to come back to that kneeling position with your knees up against the wall. Good. From here, just take your hands out in front of you, right in line with the shoulders, and press them against the wall here. This might feel a little awkward, but we're actually in the same position that we're in tabletop here. Just gravity is affecting us a little bit differently. So just start to walk your hands down the wall here, stretching kind of into the backs of the wrists. And then just start to experiment turning your hands in different directions. And I really encourage you to kind of try all different angles here, going back and forth in circles, rotating the hands in, rotating the hands out. Good. And then turn your hands to be on the pinky side of the hands. And again, kind of walk the hands up and down the wall, out to the sides, maybe back in, and then rotating the arms around here. Good. If we want to build strength and flexibility in the wrists, we really kind of have to come at them from all sides. Good. Rotate to kind of the thumb side, which might be kind of awkward until you start to turn them out. Again, kind of play around with it a little bit. And then bring the backs of the hands to the wall. Maybe walk them up this time. Good. And then rotate them around in circles. in all different directions. Good, release that down, give them a little shake, a little bit of a circle out, and then bring the palms to the wall once more. Press the wall away. Keep the spine relatively neutral here, but let the shoulder blades separate. Good. And then squeeze the shoulder blades together like there's a lemon between your shoulder blades. You're trying to squeeze and draw your chest towards the wall. Again, press away. We're just moving from the shoulders here, not the spine so much, but just letting those shoulder blades move as they separate, pressing you away, and then squeezing them together as you draw in closer. Good. Come back to the middle here, and then shrug your shoulders up into your ears. Think about pulling your hands down the wall, but they don't move. Good. And then press the shoulders down towards the floor. Good. Squeeze them up into the ears, and then press them down. Good. Now we're going to try to kind of create a circular motion with this. So squeeze the shoulder blades together, bringing your chest towards the wall, and then squeeze the shoulders up into the ears. Good. Press your back away, letting the shoulder blades separate. Good. And then press the shoulders down. And then create a circular kind of motion like that. Feeling into the shoulders. Really trying to let this movement just come from those shoulder blades. Good. And then reverse those circles. I'm not sure if I actually just reversed them. We'll see. There we go. It's a bit tricky, but yeah, just explore the shoulders a little bit. Good, and then find center. And start to walk those hands up the wall. And as you do, start to bring the chest towards the wall. I apologize if my voice gets a little weird here, but you're going to melt your heart down towards the wall. And think about kind of letting your booty stick out and back. Good. From here, you might want to kind of tent the fingertips, see how that feels. Good. And flatten them out and experiment here. See what it feels like if you bring the arms a little bit wider. And then see what it feels like if you bring them real close together. Oh, that feels good today. I like that one. Good. Bring them back to maybe shoulders width. See what it feels like to kind of pull the hands down, but without moving them. So drawing the shoulders down. And then see what it feels like to scrooch the shoulders up into the ears and pull them down again. Good. See what it feels like to squeeze the shoulders together, bringing the heart closer to the wall. And then see what it feels like to separate them. Good. And breathe here. Just kind of looking around, and once you find something that feels real good, just stay there and breathe. I'm going to go back to the narrow hands. I think that's what I need today. Good. Draw yourself back up. Bring those hands back down the wall. And then take a moment as you press the wall away this time, tuck the tailbone under around the spine, kind of like a cat-cow here against the wall. So then tilt the pelvis forward, bringing the chest forward, arching the back. Good. Maybe do a couple more of those, rounding, press away. Good. And then tilting forward, opening. Good. Round again. Good. Come back up to neutral. You're going to take your right hand behind your head and then open up to the right. And then you're going to turn back in, take that right hand, thread it underneath the left, and come to rest on that right shoulder. Now, depending on how much wall space you have here, you might need to bend your elbow, but if you can straighten it, do. And then you're going to press into that arm, press into that left hand, and open your chest to the left. Try not to lean to the right here. Try to stay right up over your hips. Good. Then you can stay here, or you can take this left hand, open it out to the side, or you can bring it around to hook on that right thigh. Good. And breathe. And as you breathe, see if you can send the breath into the full expanse of the lungs. And if you're having trouble breathing, try and move yourself to a place where you're not having trouble breathing. Good. Go ahead and unwind. Bring that hand back to the wall. Good. And then take a moment doing a few of those cat-cows against the wall here. Maybe just a couple. Good. Good. Coming back to neutral. Taking that left hand now, opening up, getting that thoracic rotation, and then threading it through. On this side, I'll have to bend my elbow here. So taking that right hand, pressing the chest open, trying not to lean to either side here. And then opening that arm out if it feels good. And I'm gonna go ahead and hook it on the back of the thigh here. And breathe. Good, I'm gonna unhook that hand, bring it back to the wall. Press the wall away, rounding. And then opening. Good, rounding again. From here, I'm just going to bring my legs back a little bit, come to kind of stand here, but bring the hands up the wall, and you're just gonna fold right at the hips, kind of like a downward dog, kind of triangular position here. Good, and while you're here, try that movement with the shoulders again. Try to press the wall away. Try to drop the shoulders down. Try squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then try bringing them apart. And then find what feels good. You can either have your head kind of in line with the arms here. If it feels really good to drop it down, then drop it down. Good, bring yourself back up. We'll come back down onto the floor, just in a nice seated position here. Take your arms out to the sides, press the palms away from you, drawing the fingertips back towards the face. Maybe squeeze the shoulder blades together. Good, and then wrap the left arm over the right, grabbing onto opposite shoulders, and just start to circle the shoulders out here. And really just kind of explore your shoulders, explore that movement, find what feels really good. And then reverse the circles. Good, again, press the heels of the hands away, maybe send those pinkies back behind you, and then opposite arm, the right arm goes on top, hugging towards opposite shoulders, and then circle it out. See how that feels. Good. Open the arms out wide again. This time as the left arm goes over the right, you're going to stop at the elbows, bend your right arm, press the arms into each other here so that you can feel the shoulder blades kind of separate and engage. Then you can bend that other arm so the backs of the arms are touching here. And you can stay here. If you can reach and it's not going to like lose the integrity in your shoulders, you can bring the palms together to touch. And if they do touch, really press into both palms. Feel that engagement run down your arms. Feel the shoulder blades separate. Think about lifting the fingertips up towards the sky, letting the shoulder blades separate down. Good. Lengthen up and then round that upper back forward and take a few breaths, sending that breath into that space between those shoulder blades. Good. Bring yourself back up. Open out wide. Press the palms away. Maybe send the pinkies back behind you, squeezing those shoulder blades together. Good. And then other side. Right over left. Press the arms into one another. Feel those shoulder blades glide apart. Bend at the elbows. Backs of the arms touch first. You can stay here and do it this way. If you do wrap, bring the palms together and really press the palms into each other. Feel those shoulder blades. Good. Lift fingertips up, shoulder blades drop down, and then round that upper back forward. Take a couple breaths. Good. Bring yourself back up. Unwind. Roll the shoulders out. Shake the arms out. Extend your legs out in front of you. Try and sit up nice and tall. If you need to use your hands as a bit of a kickstand to do so, do. And then just point the toes and flex them back. Point and flex. And then make big circles in one direction. Big circles in the other direction. We spent a lot of time on our knees, so make sure you get nice, good circles in, a little bit of movement, maybe wiggle and spread into the toes. Good, lengthen up, and then hinge forward from your hip crease. Fold to your edge here today. Knowing to never move into pain. It's not about touching your toes. It's about feeling good in your body here. Okay. Bring yourself all the way up. Point those toes down, almost like you're going to touch them to the floor. Bring the fingertips out and in front of you and lower yourself all the way onto the back, preferably without the heels lifting. Good. From here, draw the knees into the chest for a moment. Give yourself a gentle rock from side to side. And then extend the legs straight up towards the ceiling. Flex the feet. Point the feet. Circle the ankles in one direction and then the other. And then start to shake the legs. Really let all the joints be loose here. Get a nice vigorous shake going. And then add the arms. And this might feel really silly, but it's really great. Getting the blood flowing. Good. Shake. Even when you want to stop, just keep going. Good. And then let it stop, but let your limbs just hang for a moment and just feel the rebound of that movement. And then gently let the limbs drift down. And shift yourself around till you can relax. Maybe take the head in the hands. Gently adjust the neck so it can be nice and long. Good. Palms can face up towards the ceiling. Legs can be bent here. Or you can open them out and let them be straight. Take a deep, full breath in, imagining that it's filling your entire body. And then let it go. Again, breathe into the whole body. And then let it go. And we'll just take a couple of moments here just to let all of that settle. Start to wiggle into your fingers and your toes. Rotate into the wrists and the ankles. Stretch the body out nice and long, pressing through the heels, reaching through those fingertips. And then draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself just a gentle rock from side to side here. And then as you're ready, press yourself up to a seated position. Inhaling nice and big. Exhaling, hands to heart center. Thanks for joining me today, guys. If you're interested in other yoga videos, please go say hi to my friends at Yoga Within. They're coming out with new videos every day, and they have something for everyone at all levels in yoga and meditation. And if you want to level up your art skills a little bit, I'm also able to offer you 2 free months of Skillshare. I will make sure that those links are in the description below. Thanks again so much for joining me today, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed it and that it made you feel good. Have fun creating out there, guys. Namaste.